Good morning, everyone. Dr. Stock here, checking in the pre-market with you. I want to get this video out and early to you. That way you can go ahead and see some of the things that I was looking at yesterday, some of the things that we see happening today, and what I think could happen throughout the rest of the trading day, and how that's going to set us up for next week. By the way, yesterday I was able to live stream with StockMo. I'll put that link down in the description so you can go and check that out just in case you haven't. It was an incredible experience. Mo is not only an incredible investor and just a financial genius, but also he's an incredible person and very, very genuine. And if you haven't already subscribed to him, or if you haven't watched his videos yet, please stop over and do so. I know that a lot of you here are already StockMo fans. I've been a StockMo fan for a long time. Since the early days when he first came out, he's putting out stock information that you just can't find on other channels. So with that said, I do want to move on from there. Also, come on over and see me over in the Patreon. That link is down in the description. It's a way that you can support this channel and continue the work that I do. And as a return, I put up the early access research that I have. I share it out with the Patreon over there. And then also there's access to a private Discord that you can go over there and you can chat with me and the other members of my community. We'd absolutely love to have you. Check that out. With that said, I'm Dr. Stock, Doctor of Education. Let's get right into it. So here we're looking at QQQ, and you can see the breakout. There's 2 standard deviations above the mean, and what you need to know is that typically we see values that are between these top and bottom lines here, and when we go significantly above or below them, we tend to come back down towards the mean. So that's what I expected for Friday coming up, and I had some short positions lined up for that one in the case that we drew back from those higher values, and if we see selling going into the weekend, and I plan to close out some of those positions that I have that are short hedges against my long-term portfolio, and that should work out very well for me on the downside before we see that next wave that takes us right back up. So also outside of that, I just wanted to point out with the RSI that we have as a momentum indicator, we are up above 70, which means can be an indicator that we are in overbought territory, which could also indicate a sell-off for the time being. Staying above 50 does indicate more bullish behavior is to come, so we want to watch that as it goes on, fall back below 70, but stay above 50, and that could be very good signs for us in QQQ, which is tracking the NASDAQ. So I also want to talk about Apple just for a moment, just from what we saw in the after hours yesterday. So let's look intraday on Apple. And let's go all the way down to the 5-minute chart, and let me take those off because they're not going to mean a lot in this right now. But look at that drop that we have in Apple in the after hours. So Apple dropping down pretty significantly and probably will be in the red along with the overall markets today. Amazon coming out with their earnings also. If we take a look at them in the after hours, you can see a chart that's somewhat similar to what we have with Apple, that we have lower trading there as well. So we'll see if people buy the dip on that one and we get that positive pressure. But with the overall markets, I think that today could be a red day for big tech. And when it's a red day for big tech, then smaller tech is probably going to react a little bit more significantly. So we're going to watch that take place. And then finally, the last one that I want to share with you is Google, which also had a steep decline right off the beginning and is settled in the after hours. So what does that look like in pre-market trading? Well, the Dow is down about 1/3%. S&P is down about 0.7 at the time of this recording, and the NASDAQ is down about 1 1/3% in the early morning hours. So anything can happen. Pre-market is low trading volume, and we've seen turnarounds happen significantly from those times. We'll see when the market opens if that drops further or if it's something that that climbs back out and hits that green territory. So really anything can happen. I do expect today to be a day in the red, so we'll find out as the day plays out. If I'm right, we see that red day and I get to capitalize on some of my short-term short positions that I have in the market and close those out leading up to the weekend, although I do have a longer-term hedge with SQQQ, anticipating a possible recession that could hit us, or that we're currently in, for Q1 into Q2 of this year, although I don't believe that we end the year in recession from what I'm seeing right now. That's another video for another time. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Also, down in the description, make sure that you find that link for StockMo. Check him out. Check out our live stream from yesterday. It was a great time. Excellent conversation. Lots of wonderful information that was also in there. Also, my Patreon link is down there. We'd absolutely love to have you as a firm supporter of this channel, just coming over and seeing the early access stuff that I have for you, the research that I have for you. That is growing all the time, and I'm going to keep on putting up more offerings for you, increasing those service and the products for you as time builds out, and then also chatting with me and the other members of the community over in the Discord. Absolutely love to see you over there. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Dr. Stock, Doctor of Education. We'll see you in the next video.